Hello, my dear, and welcome to my sacred, creative, and mystic space. Today, I'm going to share with you a reading with a special message for the first decade of April. It's April 2nd as I'm recording this video, and I felt like sharing this with you because it's a very special time of our life. We are going through the Easter weekend, and it doesn't matter which is your creed. However, there is a very special energy floating in the world. It's all about rebirth. Today, Friday, the Easter Friday, Jesus was dying at 3 p.m. And so there is this special message that came up for us all through me. I had a few minutes of silence connecting to my heart. And what came up was that the world has truly changed since the days when Jesus was alive. However, there is something that is not changed, and this is our feelings, our emotions, the thing and the characteristics we have as human beings to feel with our heart. So whether it was 2000 and something more years ago, or whether it is now, this is an element that has kept itself pure as we have grown and evolved as humanity, as human beings. So I invite you to create a little safe, sacred space, a few minutes of silence to connect to your heart and profoundly feel this message within you. The thing that wherever the color of your skin, wherever your religion, wherever your creed, wherever your culture, wherever the place where you were born, we all as human beings have this common characteristic. We feel. And this such unique, potent, and wonderful element has kept itself pure through the centuries, through the millennia. I invite you to feel the power and the mightiness of this characteristic that belongs to us all as human beings, and that belong to you who are watching me right now, and to me, to us. How important it is and how powerful it is when, after so many changes, so many evolutions and discoveries and shifts in our human history, this element has kept itself pure. So feel the power of this within you, feel the power of your heart, and with this deep inner connection, let's get started. I am going to shuffle the cards and deliver you a message of guidance for these first 10 days of this new month that we have, April. In case you are catching this video in another moment of the year, or maybe next year, or whenever it will be, trust that what you are hearing, the words that I'm sharing with you, are just the perfect ones you were meant to listen to. Of course, this is a general message, it's a collective message, and when you desire to go further and deeper on a topic that it is very dear to your heart for your growth and expansion as human being, you can book your private reading with me. The link is below this video. So This being said, let's get started. I'm going to move the camera down here so that you can see the decks. Lately, I felt called to the Mermaid's Oracle by Karen Kay. I love them very much because somehow they are very gentle and they speak directly to our hearts. And then, of course, I'm using my deck, the Magic Path Oracle deck. So let's get started with this one. And I'm asking Spirit, what is it that we need to know for this first decade of April, of this new month we have? It's all about the rebirth. It's all about the letting go and the embracing of something new that it's ready for us. And of course, in order to welcome this new, we need to go through a purification of who we are. And here we go. 2, 3 cards, 4 cards. A lot of cards. You want me to keep them? No. I said keep shuffling. So it's about a purification, as I was saying, and those cards were too many for us because somehow we did need more space. As we purify, we go through this kind of rite of passage to purify ourselves. We go through a death of, you want to keep this? Yes, they were turned, so let's keep them. A death of everything we were and a rebirth of everything we will be. So we have 3 cards here from my deck. I go straight to the sequence they appeared. The first one is number 28, Trust. This card refers to our central power chakra, the solar plexus chakra, and it's all about trusting and believing. Believing the journey, believing the journey, trusting the journey, trusting the process, also trusting that wherever we are ready to birth, as you see, we have a pregnant woman here. They say that I have to show myself. So here I am. I'm guided through these messages. So have a look to this card. This is a pregnant woman, so it symbolizes that we are ready to birth something new. As I was telling you while I was shuffling the cards, we are rebirthing ourselves. So this can be a human baby. It can be us, a new version of us. It can be a project, a dream, a desire. And what we are required to do in this process is to have faith, to have trust in the process to birth what we are going to birth, in our own abilities to give birth to, let's call it our baby. Then it can be, as I said, human baby, a child, a project. And also we need to trust that our project, our desire, our child has its own abilities to be born. So it's a blend, this card, trust, it's truly a blend of different forces. There is ourselves, our own force to create. There is the force of our own project to emerge, to appear in our own reality. There is the force of the divine which is supporting us. And this card is asking us to trust. So when we trust, we detach in a certain way because we know that as we give our best, then the other parts of the creation process will be led by other forces. So we just need to do our own part, which is the one to give our best to the creation, and then to relax, to enjoy the process, to detach and trust that the other forces as well are co-creating with us. There is another card which is truly vital, brings a lot of vitality. It's sexuality. This card talks about our sacral chakra. This is the place where we give birth. It's the place where we gestate. It's the place where we feel the emotions which are needed in order to give life to something. Everything that we bring into physical plane, it was a desire once, and so we fueled that desire with the fire of our creative chakra. This card says sexual energy releases our barriers and our armor. This is the time for pleasure. So this is also an invitation to embrace pleasure. As we go through the creative process of creating, let's say, our best life, which includes the new version of ourselves, the birthing of a project, the birthing of a child, as we go through this creative process, we are also called to truly feel the pleasure of this process, to embrace pleasure, to let go that armor that made ourselves to be hidden somehow behind layers and layers of structures. It's time to let go the structures and emerge as pure as we were when we came to the world as babies. And then the last card, which is sacrality, and it is reversed. I'm going to show it to you upright so you can see that there is a baby here. It's just giving us a kind of little hint, and universe is saying, be wise and create sacred time and space to make your creation something sacred. This is like a warning sign because it's reversed, and so it's showing us that we need to stop somehow. We need to slow down in order for us to make what we are creating sacred, and also to become more aware of the sacrality that we have at our own disposal in our own hands as we are creating. This is very important because when we take some time and space to truly make sacred artworks, make sacred art pieces, which are the creations of the things that we desire, we give more value to what we are creating. And this is imperative right now. This is what universe force is asking us to go through. We need to make it sacred, because when we do not stop and we do not recognize our power and how sacred we are as well in this process, how sacred our role it is in this process, we lose the value of ourselves, of our power, and of the creation. I just love it so far. So let's actually, yes, what I'm receiving right now is to stop here. I had the other deck as well, as I was showing you in the beginning, but it just says to me to stop here because this was very, very powerful. So again, go deep, trust sexuality and sacrality reversed. Let me know in the comments how these cards resonate for you. Thank you again for being here with me. I see you with the next message for the second decade of April, and whenever you feel called to, you can book your private reading. Of course, the link again is below this video, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I see you next time.